Asked coldly, "Where's the ID?" Shin Mo wanted to speak, but half his face had gone numb, and he could not get the words out. The man turned to the three behind him and said, "Go inside and look for it." The ID card and the note were on the table in the bedroom. The thug went and found them quickly and handed them over. The man glanced at the ID. Then, satisfied, he slipped it into his pocket. At the same time, the foot grinding down on Chun Mo's arm pressed even harder. He said coldly, "Are you blind? Of all people to run a scam on, you picked her. Let me make this clear. If you dare keep bothering that woman, I'll kill you." After saying that, he kicked Chun Mo hard again. Then he turned and started to leave, but before he reached the door, he suddenly seemed to remember something and turned back into Chun Mo's bedroom. He grabbed Chun Mo's phone and smashed it onto the floor right in front of him. They made sure the phone was completely wrecked. Only then did they swagger off. After they left, Chun Mo sat alone at the edge of the bed, a cheap 7 yuan cigarette smoldering between his fingers. He could not understand why this world was always so unfair. Even more than that, he could not understand why everyone seemed to wear a mask or why she had done this to him. Why had she left behind her ID, only to send people over to beat him up afterward? Why? Deep down, he swore to himself that he would get an answer. He had to know what she was really trying to do. Outside the window, the rain kept falling harder and harder, as if it would not stop all night. By the time the sun rose the next day, there would be one more drifting Chun Mo in this city. The first ray of morning sunlight slanted through the window and into the room. Chun Mo had already packed all of his belongings into a suitcase. Today, he was moving out of that rental room. Because of what happened the night before, the landlord believed he had gotten mixed up with shady people, so the room was no longer being rented to him. The suitcase sat on top of his beat-up electric scooter. The only money left on him was the 2,600 yuan that woman had tossed at him in the rain the day before. When he got paid last month, he had sent every last bit of it home to help his father pay for treatment. He had only kept a tiny amount for living expenses. Out of those 2,600 yuan, he spent 800 on a smartphone so he could keep delivering food. He still had to keep doing this job, and the remaining 1,000-something yuan was supposed to go toward rent. If he could not find a place before dark, he would end up sleeping under an overpass tonight. He inserted the SIM card into the brand new phone. But the moment it powered on, he got a call from his second uncle. "Momo, what are you up to?" Chun Mo's second uncle was one of a kind. His grandfather had picked him up off the side of the road years ago, and he was 6 years older than Chun Mo over the years. He had done plenty of sneaky, low-level dirty work, and everyone in the nearby villages knew his name. If you had to sum him up in a single word, he was infamous. Squatting on the curb, Chun Mo asked,